Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of A Drink with
Mary
and Mina. Oh, we're getting good at this.
I hope about time we got good at this.
A year later.
About time, a year and a half later. Actually, someone asked me, they're like, how long you've been doing this podcast for? And I actually had to think, and be like, yeah, a year and a bit. Because it's July now. Well, it's almost July now.
Yeah.
It's end of June. So
A year and a half then?
Year and a half.
Oh,
damn. It's been a while. That's actually quite a long time.
I know. Oh my god. But anyway.
Someone could have got pregnant and had given birth
by now. By now.
And the child would be like freaking
6 months.
No,
more than 6 months. 8
6
months. Well, 9. Oh yeah. Oh my god, we can't do maths.
Basically, the child
Math
has
is
already
not mathing at the minute.
Because it's too hot. We've got a fan at the background, by the way. Because I cannot function right now.
27 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And my hair is long enough now to do the iconic space bun, so
Don't complain there.
Don't. I'm so glad. Because last year, I enjoyed the summer because I had no hair neither. Remember?
Oh yeah.
That was the best summer of my life. So maybe I should do that next year. We'll see.
Oh my god. I think this heat is like making me sleepy, yeah? In the afternoons. Oh,
lethargic
god.
feeling.
I know. Anyway, you've got your little glass of water. I've got my coffee. I don't know why. Like when I'm just on my own, I don't drink coffee. But then when it's anything related to work, whether it's working here, or editing, or actually doing the paid job,
It's
I
just
have
the
to have
demand.
caffeine.
It's like a psychology point. I don't really like to drink coffee unless I see a very cute cafe that I have to go, or unless like one of my friends is like coffee hana zoom, then I don't mind it. But I don't crave it until I see a cute cafe with like really good coffee, or if I'm driving. So.
What about iced cafe or iced coffee at the minute?
Oh my god, okay, there is this YouTuber called Sophia Chang, and me and one of this girl, one of Bundi Bakes co-owner, Sauni, we are obsessed. Okay, we've been obsessed with for a long time now. So you crush the mint in your iced coffee. So you make a coffee, basically. If you got instant, go for it. But if you've got like the nice brew ones, then that's even better. So basically you crush the mint. I know. Like on the glass neck, and then you add ice, and then you put in your brewed coffee, and then top it up with your choice of milk. Mine's oat milk because that's my obsession. Oh my god, I kid you not. The more ice, the better, by the way, because you can't have cold enough drink. So good.
I can see it though. Because they put mint in tea, don't they?
Oh my god, trust me, that's the best thing
nice.
ever. But if you want it sweeter, maybe put honey or agave syrup, whatever you want it. But that is gold. But yeah, iced coffee, I love iced coffee.
Okay. Anyway, I think if you haven't guys, wow.
If you haven't guys, we're speaking a lot
so
of English
not
today.
only math is not working, English is also not working today. Bear with us.
Love it.
So if you haven't watched our recent vlog yet, go watch it, because this podcast is probably like a little continuation, or like a stretching of continuation or a stretch of that vlog, or whatever we're feeling in that vlog. To give a little short background, our recent vlog was about how we were
failing at
adulting, yeah, basically.
I mean, we're failing speaking English and maths at this point today, so we're pretty much failing everything in life. We laugh at each other's failures. That's how we grow. Okay. The self-deprecating humor is always on point.
Oh my god. But anyway, how are you feeling?
After the fact that I couldn't find my car in the car park. Yeah, feeling great.
Actually, I was meant to watch that vlog before this, but I forgot earlier. I wanted to see your face, but I heard the story.
She doesn't know because I edited the vlog, and she's feeling a bit low, whatever. I thought you know the story full hand.
Yeah.
But that vlog I vlogged as soon as the whole incident happened, so she hasn't seen the whole reaction behind it. I actually don't know. My brain's literally been so occupied that I haven't got time yet. Like, I forget the little things. Like, for example, Osti, we went to the gym 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Well, what day ago? And my parents were like, no, okay. The day before that, Ranjit told me, let's go for coffee. So we went for coffee, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then my dad specifically told me, I've only got milk enough for next day because he likes to, he's trying to gain some weight, recovery process, whatever. So liquid calories, whatever, right? And protein and all that. So he said, I've only got enough milk. So literally showed it to me and he was like, why don't you bring me some milk? And I said, okay. I was going food shopping and I was like, okay, I'll buy some milk. I didn't buy some milk. So when I was at the Chinese store, because we planned a hot pot night, and then I managed to get all the kimchi, the bok choy and all the vegetables. So I was meant to get mushrooms there. But I overheard a conversation of this guy who was trying to speak to his mom. Trying to pick out the best, okra, chibli benti.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh yeah, it looks green. Like, and I was like, yo, if it was like someone else.
You got distracted by that.
Yeah,
basically.
so I got distracted by it and I was like, I told him, oh look, there's another fresh box you can take from there. And he was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, oh, cool. And the fact that I forgot that I had to buy mushrooms for myself, I'm like, bro, like, get your shit together. So got everything, but I didn't buy the milk. That's why next day I was like, I was at the gym and my dad was like, again, like, you need to buy milk because tomorrow I have no milk. And I was like, remind me. So I got a text message from my sister, text message from my dad, text message from my mum in the group chat. Everyone's like, buy milk, buy milk, buy milk. And I was like, bro, how old am I here? Can't even remember to buy milk.
But were you forgetful like this though before?
I don't know. Like, sometimes it's just, when you do one thing after the other, your brain is just occupied. You just forget. Because your brain kind of goes into, like, what is more important, right?
Yeah.
Like, you survive not having milk that day. You can just drink anything. No? Like, technically, you can survive. Basically. So,
how is that related to your forgetfulness?
So, so let me explain this. My brain mechanism is, you prioritize things. So my priorities were different than to buy milk then, like the previous day. Apparently, coffee with a friend was more important than buying milk that day. I think I just got distracted. I blame the heat.
Oh,
conclusion.
You don't blame the stress or anything about life?
I mean, life is stressful. It's always been, isn't it? There's no...
No, it's been a bit more for you lately,
yes,
to be honest.
But I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing it, but it's...
Do you reckon you've just gone into autopilot?
Yeah. I don't even think of it, I'm just like, okay, what's next step again? And it's become so bad that if I'm at home doing like this, doing nothing, I'm just like, bro, what's wrong? Like, this is not normal. Like, I have free time. Yeah, it's like, I have free time. That's how bad it is.
Shit.
And I'm just like, bro, like, I'm just ready not to get crash or burn out.
That's almost like, when something good is happening to me, when I'm happy, and I'm like, this is not normal. Like, what's about to go wrong? You said you're just addicted to drama. In one of those little drink sessions that we had, you said you're just addicted to drama, and I do agree. Like, I am addicted to drama because it's like when I
don't say addicted. I think you thrive in drama.
Thrive in drama, but at the same time, it's almost like when that's your normal, when something else happens, it's like, this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
Something bad is about to go.
Yeah. Because I haven't had time for myself for so long. So when I actually have time for myself, I'm just like, yo, like, this is weird. Okay, let me just call someone. Let me just do something. Get there. Constantly, like, I have to be on the roll. That's me. And, like, if you remember a few podcasts, like, or even months earlier, I was just like, I like this chilled life,
Yeah.
But this, like, for the past 2 months, I think, let's just say 1 month more to be exact, it's just been constant, non-stop, going on and on and on. So when I actually have time to sit, I'm just like, bro, this is weird. This one's there.
Why?
It's so weird.
God.
It's not nice.
Oh my goodness. I was like feeling quite low a couple of weeks before, no? and then like you've given me a few time off, and I became so, I wouldn't say agitated, but it's like, it's almost like, oh, like, you know, like I feel suffocating here type okay or this to feel what and I was going into overthinking, and then I suddenly went into this new I told you, right? I texted you, and I was like,
she's like, so basically, okay, so this happened, right? So we went for a little walk, and then Mina Didi was just out of it, okay? And after we dropped her off, me, Ranju Didi, and Manaslu were just like talking, and I was like telling Ranju Didi, because she obviously knows her, and I know her quite well because we basically work together, and I was like, Mina Didi doesn't look okay, and she's like, nah, she doesn't look okay, and I was like, okay, maybe check on her. Then I asked her, messaged her, right? Because I'm not good at confronting one-to-one. So I messaged her.
Face-to-face, not confronting. Face-to-face
convos, or even confronting. I'm not good at it. So I messaged her, because that's how I talk. I was like, yo, bro, are you okay? You looking a bit off lately. And she messages me back, I've reached this new level of calm rate. So, like, you know, text messages, you just interpret how you want to interpret it, right? So I was like, bro, you don't look fine. So you're just being sarcastic right now, like, don't play this. Like, what is this? I was like, okay. And then she was like, okay. And I was like, all right then, I guess she's fine.
No, honestly, like the overthinking lasted a very short amount of time. I am surprised, okay? Like, I've hit this new level of calmness where I'm like, I don't care anymore. Like, you know, when I feel like I've been pushed to such limits that doesn't, like, whatever happens from now on doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, you know, fuck it. Like, what could go wrong now type, okay? And it's almost like I'm calm, but also I'm busy at the same time.
I mean, I guess your mind and your soul is calm, right?
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of you is just
everything else everything else me is not okay. But me, just, I don't know whether it's refusing to deal with it or being so good at dealing with it that I don't believe that I could be this calm.
I think it's the heat, bro. But
everything, blame it on the heat.
But you've got a very good point, like refusing to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because we tend to do that a lot.
Yeah.
Not just you, just everyone in general. Like, they'll admit gunning or something, especially when you've got patient or deaths.
Yeah.
The family don't want to admit it. They're like, the Bollywood drama now. They're still like, maybe it is to some extent of that. But what is really bothering you that much that you feel this way?
Like obviously my home situation, you know that, right? And everything, like I haven't had my me time, I haven't had like my own personal time, and I haven't had personal progress in life like as much as I want to. So I think I was just feeling a bit helpless at the same time. So everything that was happening to me was like being amplified, okay? And I was being oversensitive. So at one point I was like, I need to stop this overthinking, because you know what good is it gonna do? So I feel like this new calmness is like, how to describe? You know,
Sarah type girl.
You know Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
She's like fucking unbothered right in the middle of chaos. Like, type. Okay. Like, I'm literally that gay. I'm in that mood.
I'm just here to live life. I'm just living life.
Exactly. And
I'm sorry, I'm so hot.
I know, literally, I wanted to fucking take this t-shirt off as well.
I cannot. Flexing on bossa.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm so fucking unbothered. Like today, right? I was coming back to my car, and then some guy had parked it so close that my size, I had to squeeze into my car again. And on a usual case, I would have sworn at him like 10 times.
Yeah.
I was just squeezing in as if nothing was gonna harm me at that moment. It was like the anger wasn't even there.
Yeah.
You know how short-circuited I am? Like, I just lose it like that, especially with my family. You have seen it. Like, I
think everyone's like that with their family, bro. Not gonna lie.
Honestly,
everyone. The tone you speak with your family is just different. Like, you can't say no. You know it.
But I was like quite calm. I squeezed into my car, opened my shopping bag, took out the sunglasses that I've just bought, took off the tags, put it on. The parking lot was dark, so I put it back.
I was gonna say, did you play the music? Ding, ding,
No,
ding,
I
ding,
did.
ding,
I did
ding,
play the
ding.
music. I played the music. I took my sunglasses off. I drove out, and then at the barrier, put the ticket in, put the sunglasses on, and I just drove off. And I was like, I feel like I'm in a movie. You know when they have just like ending Majansanike just like with nothing to bother somebody. I was just like going, and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And suddenly, like, why am I not angry? It's just so, honestly, no. I'm taking every day by itself, okay? So I'm taking one day at a time. And I've done so much that I usually don't do. Usually when I'm depressed, I will either sleep or I'll either go out to nature, whether I'll go out to whatever. This time, I've bloody stayed at home, spent some me time, and like, I'll tell you what I did yesterday. Woke up, came home, made myself food, went food shopping, washed my car, literally washed my car very thoroughly, washing everything, went to the gym, went to the gym, came back, went to his house. He was at a meeting, but we're supposed to go out to eat. He was at a meeting, came out, just watered the gardens for no reason, and then I saw his car dirty, washed his car.
What the fish?
Exactly, washed his car, came out, walked to the restaurant, ate, came back, watched a whole movie, and I was like, I'm happy.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's almost like
It's a therapy.
I should be stressful about my situation right now, but I'm really not bothered.
I feel like that is kind of like a denial phase as well. Like low key, because I feel I went through that situation when my dad was in the hospital and everyone else around me was panicking and then asking how your dad was, la 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 la.
Yeah.
But I was just like, okay, cool, dad's in the hospital. Let me go see my friends. You know, like that was like a distraction for me.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think it that way. But now that I acknowledge it, that was probably it. And I got calls, by the way, saying you should not really go out because your dad's in the hospital, la la la. But I'm just here thinking, my life doesn't stop because he's at the hospital. Like, I get it, he's struggling, but what more can I do than send him a text message and go see him every single day at visiting hours when I can? Because Nepal got a stone. Like, it's not like in Nepal that you need someone 24/7 to care. You don't, and you're not allowed anyway. So it's a bit like, so what am I supposed to do? God, my boss said, like, just, oh, my dad's ill, he's in hospital, so I should just stay home. Like, that's not how it works. And plus, I think I'm over that resentment phase. I used to resent my dad a lot. I've told about this in one of our podcasts as well. So I used to resent him a lot, and I took therapy because I didn't want to resent him, because he got diagnosed with cancer last year. So I was like, let me improve my relationship with him and basically just with everyone in general. So I don't resent him anymore like I used to in the past, and I'm trying to live guilt-free. So these opinions of other people telling me how I should live my life, how I should be a good daughter, has got nothing to do with what exactly I do as a daughter. I think I am not saying the best daughter, but I'm pretty much, I can say it with confidence, not being cocky, with confidence, that I am a better daughter than the people who claiming that I should be a good daughter. So I really don't give a shit. My vibe right now is just living life. So I do what I have to do. I do my duties. I do whatever I can that's in my will, but without losing my state. Because when you lose yourself, that's the biggest loss you've got in life. It's worse than actually losing a person. Like, seriously.
But I do second that though. Like, you've handled responsibilities like this. Like, you are the youngest in the family, but you actually do the most in terms of like handling family affairs. So I honestly, to be honest, if you do any more, then you're gonna be an angelic daughter. Like, you're not even a
Trust
good
me, man.
or a great daughter. You're gonna be an angelic one.
And I've been telling everyone I'm the black sheep of the family. At this point, I don't think I'm the black sheep. I must be the golden child right now. But I don't want to live like that. It's just too much pressure. Being the golden child, that's just too much.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna be me, do me, not live life with resentment and guilt. That's my goal right now. Even with gym and stuff, I go to the gym when I can, because obviously it's been so busy. But even then, like, because I used to stress eat a lot, right? So that's my coping mechanism. So I say, like, if I stress eat, I'll just think, okay, that's fine, it's just an episode, you move on with it, rather than, you know, feeling guilty and then that leads to more eating. So you're just trying to find the right balance in everything. So I'm like, I think taking responsibility and then growing up at the same time. So it's a bit,
oh my god. But I don't think this time I'm in denial though. I feel like for the first time in my life, I'm actually like in full control of my life. Okay,
that's good.
It's almost like, you know, when you said I don't resent, you're like, you don't resent, you've left resentment. Like, literally, I am at this point, I'm not even resenting, I'm not even bothered to resent.
Exactly.
Because where does that get me? Nowhere.
I mean, all these years passed enough.
Exactly. All these years I've spent stressing out, blaming people, resenting people, shouting at people, letting out anger in a very bad way, drinking probably for to deal with it. But this time, like, even the person that caused me one of the stress, I was quite calm and quite objective about it, you know. It's almost like, okay, listen, I'm struggling because this, you have done this, but I can handle it now. But for your own future, you should be handling these things by yourself. So I've almost drawn my boundary up, like a real boundary this time. And I've said, this is the time that you have. This is your deadline. And I am out of here within this time. After that, I will try and help you. It's not like I'll cut off and be like, now, listen, look, without me, you're nothing. Like, I haven't done that. I'm like, listen, I'll try and help you, but it will be a lot difficult for me to live two lives, you know.
Because you've got your own thing.
Yeah, I've got my own thing.
Well.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot harder, and especially now, like, obviously we both are the most responsible kids. To be fair. And is draining, is daunting sometimes. It's not always cherry blossoms and whatever. Like, I understand why people would say, boy, like, you know, and you've got a lot of responsibilities with that, but it doesn't always have to be.
I think that's gone out the window in the UK lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. But just like our dads, they still feel this pressure neither. Because my dad's the eldest son and my mom's the eldest daughter.
Oh,
so
God.
they're the eldest.
What a combo.
Tell me about it. Oh, it was the anniversary, by the way. They've been tolerating each other for 35 years. So
I saw that.
I know, it's cute though. Like, they still manage to buy each other flowers, like, you know, and then cake, lounge, or surprises and stuff. It's still cute that they're making an effort for themselves more than anyone else, you know. And I think with them that I learned that marriage is a lot about compromises and, you know, making each other happy while making yourself happy, and a bit of sane.
I watched this little, you know, the scroll, when you scroll, there's like reels and all that going on. I was watching it, and then this did make me realize, oh, okay, hang on a sec. Yeah, she is actually right. So, you know, in all my life, I've always been, I want 50-50.
Yeah.
You know, I want the same effort as you have. This woman, so basically, this guy, the question was, what is a great tip for a lovely marriage? Okay? So basically, it's a healthy marriage. And the woman went, it's not 50-50, it's 100 and 100.
Yeah.
You know, like, so whenever you are doing things, you give your 100% whether that other person gives you 100% or not.
Yeah.
Because at least you've given your 100%, and that person will probably replicate the same thing to you. But it can't always be like, oh, I'll be 50, you'll be 50, we meet in the middle, kind of. Okay. So marriage is, I think, a lot about learning that you are not perfect and he's not perfect, and then trying to making an effort enough to fix things because you both are worth it. Okay?
100%.
Rather than just up and leaving it.
Yeah, with your 50-50 analogy, I've always been like, I am one and you're one, so together we can be two kind of person. So I always give it my all to whoever it is, be it relationships, friendships, family. But when I don't get anything back, I believe everyone deserves equal chances and second chances and whatnot. But I have I don't know, some people might like it, some people might not, but I personally want to improve that. Once you've reached my I've given you chances limit, you could die in front of me and I wouldn't care less. Yeah? So that's a very bad thing about me. Like, literally, yeah. If I've given you enough chances from my end and then given it all, I don't have any single soul or grain in my body that would do anything for you. So I think that's a very normal way of me.
I mean,
personally
it's you though.
Yeah.
It's you, and at least you've got the guts to be honest about it.
I don't know about that, but
no, if it, like, that's the thing, right? Whether we are so you know, all about, oh, I like, this is my good side, this is my good side, no, we're so eager to praise our good side, but not a lot of people acknowledge their bad side, their evil side, and also embraces as much as they embrace their good side.
Yeah, I agree.
Because your bad side only comes to surface once you ignore it, isn't it? Like, if you neglect your bad side, if you don't nurture it, if you don't water it, if you don't keep control of it, if you deny it, the more you deny it, the more it starts to come to surface.
I think what we do is, like, we are aware of our good and our bad, and being self-aware is actually quite difficult than you actually think it is. Like, so many people are not aware. They are just like, I'm not egoistic at all. Narcissism, no, not me. Like,
narcissism ko pura garda.
You know, they're just so not it care. They're just like, it can't be me. This is not me. Like, they're just denying everything, and then
the whole world knows you are it,
but you
don't know you're it.
You don't want to admit you're it, basically. And self-awareness is actually easier said than done. And it like, I think we told this on Rohit Ko podcast, it takes you a long time to tear yourself apart and actually know yourself from within.
Yeah, or how you would react to different situations when faced with it. It's sorry, I was just
can I have one of your chicken? So basically, I had lunch today. Like, I couldn't be asked to eat lunch. It was so hot, but I had to get my protein in. So I had on that and then sausage, and I made a smoothie. And I was like, I'm not going to eat lunch. I'm not going to eat snacks on that. But then I see chicken and I'm like, Thank you. Thank you already. This is dodgy again.
What do you mean this is dodge?
I don't know.
And like, taste it and tell me what flavor it is.
Chicken.
No, just tell me, and I'll tell you what the shop described it as.
It just tastes like plain chicken, man.
Plain fried chicken, isn't it? You know what the shop labeled it as? Greg's. You know what it labeled it as? Spicy. Okay.
Greg's does it's the chicken now.
Yeah. Spicy barbecue chicken. I mean,
I know about it.
What spicy, what barbecue?
I think it's a bit gula type, so that's where the barbecue hit is coming from. But
Stop
it's
lying.
nowhere. It's nowhere there. It's nowhere. It's just plain chicken. It's dead.
Anyway, are we still gonna go on about the food talk?
No, we're not. Okay, so recently, I had a very deep conversation with one of my dates, I guess, because I'm into dating world. Everyone knows this, but I was just trying to get to know people.
This is fucking hot.
Sorry, she's just flexing on muscles. Yeah,
Why
she's
not?
some triceps now, you know, like she's like, get my tricep, my bicep. I don't like. I haven't been to the gym a lot, so she's all fat. Like there wasn't any to begin with, Boiler. It always was fat, but we're getting there. So yeah, basically, we were talking about just genuinely deep conversations because I've sort of, I don't know, just known him for like almost like 2 months now. So we're just talking.
Yeah.
And he like, you figure that out that I'm not really good at asking questions or getting to, you know, stay in person. Okay? And then we were just asking generally about questions like, what would you do? Like, I asked this question: if money didn't matter to you, what would you do for? What would you do?
Oh, if money didn't matter to me, like as in if I had all the money in the world, what would I do?
It could be that, or it could be like you would still live, but you wouldn't get paid, but you would do something. What would you do? Okay? But you would have enough to live. Okay? It's not like you'd have all the money like billionaire Elon Musk type or. But I guess it's a perception. How do you want to perceive
basically, if you're comfortable, if you didn't have to worry about bills every month.
So what would you do?
Depends, man. But then, so hang on a sec. It does depend because would I have to still be working to get paid?
No.
So if I had a good amount of money to sustain me, but I would have free time.
It's just your own perception of this game. Like there's no limit to it. So what I said was I would actually volunteer across the world if money didn't matter, if money wasn't an issue.
So basically the question is, if you had enough money that you didn't have to work to get paid, what would you do?
What would you do? He said he wanted to be a footballer. So that's a different thing as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, footballer.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I would travel around the world. I've always said this, like I would live like a nomad. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, I would live like a nomad. I would probably buy a nice van. Yeah, Amma, I'm like fucking sweating behind the knee.
That's me all the time.
This is the first time I've actually realized this.
You love someone?
Oh my God. Yeah, I would live like a nomad. I would go traveling. I would go all over the world. I would live in each places, without putting a deadline to it. Okay, you know. Yeah. So you know, when we go on a holiday, we're there for 2 weeks. We're there for a month. We're there for 3 weeks. I would go to a place, not knowing when I would want to leave that place. Okay? So I would explore it as if I was living in it. And then once I feel like I've lived in it, I've explored it, I've known it, I've enjoyed it, I would move on to another place. So I would travel to places without putting a time limit to it.
That's nice. I mean, there you go. So I asked one of those questions. I was like quite proud of that question actually. It actually does make you think. I know. So yeah, and we were just talking about this, the Quran, and it's quite refreshing to actually have this level of conversation with someone, you know, like, regardless of, I don't know if it will even go somewhere, but it's just like spending that time together and actually getting to know someone and sort of semi being vulnerable with them. It's all part of that process. And you know how I was anti-marriage, I don't need to be with this kage. But after I've seen our parents together for 35 years, we did celebrate the anniversary, and then recently, like, I don't know, everyone's just getting married. Okay, everyone's getting married, and that's just creating a lot of like, oh my God, your next kake pressure on my head. Hypothetically, I'm not getting pressured, by the way, you know. But I am looking forward to, in the near future, whenever, I don't have a timeline to it, to maybe spend time with someone and maybe go 35 years, 50 years like my grandparents, like who knows? Who cares, right? Or that's something I would actually like. Like I'm not quite sure about the kid factor.
You know what that is? That is no. That is a marriage without social norms.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always tell everybody, like, oh, when are you getting married? And I'm like, I'm already married to him.
Mm-hmm.
We have the same things a married couple has.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that we haven't gone through a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Or a ring.
Yeah. Or a ring. The ring is also a social norm, to be honest.
Yeah.
Which actually I like. I think I like the idea of ring now. Before I didn't really used to, but knowing why the ring was invented and the reason behind it, but I mean it's a bit outdated, but still having a little, because I'm loving jewelry now. So having a ring would be nice, but I wouldn't really, despite having a ritual or not, no, I am still married to him. I've been married to him for 4 years, to be honest. Not 4 years, I wouldn't say. I would say I've been married to him for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Because I think the first couple of years we did have to mature a lot.
I mean, there is a lot of turbulences in all the time, like all the couples, because first few years, you don't even know each other.
Yeah.
And I think it takes time to get to know someone. I mean, I'm glad that some people take 6 months to get to, from being strangers to getting married. Like, you do you. I have nothing wrong against it.
Yeah.
And some people are 10 years down the line and still unsure.
Yeah.
It's just about timing and what time in your life you were with them and if you grew together or not, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely
so you're thinking about it now.
Yeah, my mind's changed. Like, I would want to, I wouldn't say settle down, but be with my forever someone.
Yeah.
That's a cute word. Forever someone.
Oh.
Forever someone in the next, I don't know, 5 to 6 years. So I'm 27
I
now.
never thought you were not about it, though. I don't know why, but I never thought you didn't want it.
To be fair, I've always been in long-term relationships.
Yeah.
But I think the past few years, I've been single for like 2 years now.
Yeah.
I've just been really actually working on myself and thinking what I want and I don't want in a partner. I still don't know what I want.
Yeah.
Because that's just too much of a long and very social.
To be honest, I feel like to some extent we'll be that all our lives, okay?
Exactly. So, but I definitely know what I don't want.
Yeah.
So obviously, if you're on dating apps, you're talking to so many people at the same time, or talking to a few and then just keep talking. But I filter out them so quickly now than I used to in the past.
Yeah.
Like, if I get any hint of narcissistness, any hint of gaslighting, I don't even bother replying. But like, I used to be nice enough to say, hi, look, it's not working out, Debka.
Yeah.
Earlier, I'm just like, that. I'm
Bye.
not going to waste my energy on that.
Yeah.
Like, you do you. Hope you find someone as good as this.
Yeah.
So that's my sort of peace I found within myself, I guess.
Yeah. I'm glad though. But would you be up for like rituals?
Yeah. So I've always said this. I'm either going hard or either I'm eloping. So that still remains the same. So either no one's gonna know I'm getting married, or I'm having a fucking 3-day wedding, Asian wedding.
5-day.
And whatever culture they bring, that wedding, like I am Nepali. I'm gonna get married in a Nepali outfit. I don't care. Like, Nepali outfit to the core, and then I'm just gonna go, and then maybe I can transition, right? Like, I quite like the idea because my one of my days, he got married to Tamang Bozu, and when she got married and she got married off, she came to the groom house, so she wore a groom dress after she got married off. Okay. And I quite like the idea. So I'm like, hello there. Like, I might get married in groom outfit and then change into some African outfit. Who knows? Or like some, what's the Chinese people? Like,
what do you call it?
I don't know what it's called. Something Pao. I know that. Pao? I don't know. Just.
So there you go, guys. Hint, she's dating a black guy and a Chinese guy.
And a, I'll go.
Okay. Go ahead.
Jokes aside, always the truth, like. But anyway, I am very into. I'm open to other races and other cultures as well, just not Nepalese, because I don't think the Nepalese diaspora or Mansilai, when you classify someone into one group, it's enough when you're trying to find your forever someone. You can't just find it in one place, in my opinion.
My God, yeah. Adulthood comes with all these problems.
Yeah, bro, like
not only problems from outside, but problems within you as well, though.
Yeah, you're fighting. I think the biggest fight you have, like my therapist said this, is
with yourself.
And you'll always have it until you die. So that's the biggest fight, and that's the longest fight you'll ever have.
Yeah.
And it's very true.
It is. Because, like, you know, and
chickens. Okay.
Yeah, right. I don't want any snacks. Can I just screenshot that text and put it up here? I knew that was gonna happen, so that's just in case I prepared a bit more than what I would eat anyway. So
you can't put food in front of me. That's just so wrong.
But yeah, talking about adulthood. When did you feel like, okay, shit, this is getting real? Now I have to have these responsibilities. Now I have to have these. Now I'm bound or grounded. Okay. You know how, remember, we used to be so free, Paila. Like, we wouldn't care about house bills. We didn't care about, not a care in the world. We would earn, we would, eat. Even with part-time money, it would be enough for us to go out and do shit.
We were richer in part-time than we're here now.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, okay, coming to your point, it's very long-winded. I'm just going to have to give a disclaimer. I've always grown up too quickly for my age.
Yeah.
I think this is the only time that I'm actually pausing. So I'm acting like a freaking 27-year-old, and if not, maybe younger. I'm like so stupid right now, okay? So age-wise, maturity-wise, I'm that, right? Like how I behave, I'm actually pausing for a while. Because I think ever since I was younger, I was always 3-4 years older than, or if not more than my age. Okay?
Yeah.
So I was always in the rush to grow up. I don't think I ever enjoyed our phase, like be a teenager and enjoy that, or be in early 20s and enjoy that. But I'm literally pausing right now, that phase, right? The responsibility wise, say, like, it's skyrocketed. Okay?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I feel like it started when I was mid-20s, like nearly 24, 25. I think very much so end of 24 and early 25. I think definitely end of 24. That's when I knew every decision I make is going to impact everything in the long run.
Yeah.
So it was not like...
And it's going to impact somebody else beyond you.
Yeah, definitely. So it was never like, oh, 24 or more, let me just do this step, okay? It's like, if I do this, what are the domino effects? So in a good way or in a bad way. So everything you do is, you have to think 10 times. Yeah. I think that's probably why Sinerji didn't start quick enough. Because we all were like self-doubting ourselves as well.
Yeah.
And we were like thinking if we can actually do it.
I feel like that's one of the reasons why Sinerji hasn't grown quick enough as well. I mean, we're still happy because we know what effort we've put into and how much it's growing, because that's kind of like a fair amount.
Yeah.
According to what effort we've put in, how much it's growing is like a fair share. But that's a very good way of putting things, when we used to be young, we used to not think about it and just do.
Yeah.
Now we're like, before we do something, we have to think about how it's going to affect my family, how it's going to affect my relationship, how it's going to affect my finances, which is one of the big things.
It's so ridiculous. Like, I'm telling you, I live off schedule. Okay, when my friend calls me, I'm like, I don't even know, okay, what I'm doing tomorrow. I rely on the schedule so much, And
Yeah.
I'm just, hey, hang on a minute, let me get back to you is the classic answer now. Okay? It's not even yes, no, let me get back to you. And I was just thinking, okay, like, since when did I start using this? I can't track back.
Yeah, okay, Sata.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes, no, okay, let me get back to you. Hang on a second, let me come to you. 2 seconds. Like,
I think in that way, your schedule is definitely a lot worse than my schedule. Because I've had 3 days off, and I've spent all 3 days doing only the things that I want to do. But also, it could be exceptional case because I'm in that unbothered state. If I ever come out of this unbothered state, I'll probably be like, oh yeah, like scheduling things, But your schedule is so crazy busy these days.
It's so crazy. I do not even know what rocket fuel I'm surviving on. Like, I've cut down coffee as well, most of the part. Like, unless we're doing out and about dinner. So I honestly don't know how I'm surviving. Like, honestly, God give me all this.
I really need to watch this vlog now of you getting lost in the car park.
So tragic. But, like I said, living in the moment.
Yeah.
At your 20 I'm like freezing myself right now, I'm not like literally my freeze goes one day, like it's just happening right now, okay?
Yeah.
And I just want to enjoy my 20s like a 20-year-old should. Make all the mistakes I should, and not just, I think it comes from not being resentful and then guilty. That's the main criteria that's leading to it right now, okay?
Yeah.
So I haven't got to prove anyone anything. I haven't got to have this negative energy of, but I don't like this person that was hiding again. I'm just like, okay, well, if I don't like you, you're cancelled. I do not have that energy to, just to pretend to be something and then not at the same time.
And be polite.
So saying that though, I haven't got time. I've done so many spontaneous things, like just like left, right and center, that I don't even care. Like the consequences, think some of the things but if it's anything to do with like financial stuff, or me not being home, or if I have to go somewhere, then I'll have to think of who's at home, what are the necessities, that's what I've got to, you have that responsibility. But once I know, like, if either my sister or my mom's home, then that's me time. I'm just like, okay, my cards up thought. I go like, go. Let me do some spontaneous but my stuff. Like, let me get the inner child out of me. Okay, I still have that, so I'm not cuckoo yet.
But you know what? The very good thing that you pointed out is like the two main feelings. Okay, not resenting anybody for you not being able to do things that you want, but also not feeling guilty to do what you want. That you know what that means? That means you've established your boundaries right.
Oh my God, my boundaries are on point right now. Like, I'm actually very proud of it because it took so much effort. I'm so proud of my boundaries right now because I think it deserves to be said. So you can identify your boundaries. It took me a long time and many therapy sessions and many journals to get here, but I'm very proud of
many breakdowns.
Oh
my God. But, and it's not ended though. Like it will, like times will come when situations, you will be put into situation where your boundaries will be tested, your patience will be tested. More to come. But the point is, you have to believe in yourself that you're gonna reset yourself.
And with things like that, right? With in terms of friendships and relationships, and all these personal relationships you have, family, friends, everything, we tend to have this trauma. Okay, like so I know the pattern now. Like we don't give people enough chances. Like sometimes say that you need to know when to stop giving chances as well. That's another boundary you need to have. We always we put our past trauma into this person, okay? Like, so I'm not gonna do it anymore. This is not you buying vegetable from a shop that went bad. This is beyond it,
It's almost like your image and impression of them has frozen in time. That you think they're incapable of growing as well.
In person and the pattern of behavior as well. Okay? Like, okay, it is to some extent very true. Like, abusers they tend to have the same pattern.
I mean, those are exceptional cases. Those are no and no straight away.
But you can't just judge someone without giving them enough time. Okay, if you give the person enough time, then you kind of acknowledge that, all right, pros and cons, some people are going to persuade. This is how calculative I've become now. So pros and cons you sort of weigh out, and then you trust the instinct. If it's mostly no, then you just don't take it.
You know? Exactly. And letting go of resentments, that's also part of adulthood. You know what? Right now, the way we are talking, I don't think we're failing at adulthood, man.
Nah, bro. I
don't think
yes,
so.
we are not. Yeah, we're technically not. We're actually thriving in adulthood.
Yeah.
But we are.
It's causing us mental breakdowns every now and then.
Every now and then. But like I said, if your car needs servicing, so does your brain.
Yeah.
So you need to do something that fuels your brain. So some people might find drawing helpful. Some people might just, now and then just check in on the therapist. Some people find traveling, solo driving, whatever.
My mind and my soul has gone to a spa and it's refusing to come out of there at the minute.
I mean, keep it there as much as you can because this heat is too much.
Oh my god. But anyway, coming up this weekend, June Fest.
Okay, I'm not going June Fest.
So excited for it.
I'm just not it.
I know.
Actually, in my mind, I thought I was everywhere, but I just couldn't. Wireless is coming up as well. Amazing lineups.
Yeah.
I couldn't get to my favorite artist go line up for tickets, but I was like, okay, this is fine. God signed not for me to go. Wireless is coming. June Fest is coming. Few events. I hope you're all ready and sexy and excited and planned your outfit because it's raining.
Oh. Small chance. I had a look today. Very small chance of raining. It's not actually a big chance.
It might not rain as well because also somebody was 80%. And then,
like the first June Fest, they said, oh, it's going to rain. We went in wellies, didn't we?
Yeah,
and did it rain?
It did rain for a bit though.
Yeah, but it wasn't
like drowning.
Yeah, it didn't really need wellies, did it?
Yeah, but we had fun.
We had fun. Yeah, but I'm going to miss you this time, Miri.
I actually am so gutted. But we didn't want to come to like that massive of a crowd. Yeah. I mean, I still go out and have fun and whatnot. But I don't want the guilt to kick in if something happens. Plus, it's okay. I think I'm over festivals for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At least it's just the toilet situation that gets me. Yeah, I'm not a high class diva, whatever. And I thought, come on, man. The Portaloo, first June Fest for Portaloo, come on, it was so
First June Fest
bad.
was, oh my god.
We went to get our toilet to pee, that was horrendous.
Yeah, second June Fest, they did improve on the toilet situation.
I met Borthika, we actually have a picture together, so I still treasure that a lot. Second June Fest was crazy, because I think first June Fest, I was driving, so it was okay. Second June Fest, I wasn't driving, so I was pissed drunk. Are you going after party, by the way?
We're thinking about it. I don't know. We're still thinking about it. But knowing my boyfriend and I think we'll probably end up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be in June Fest. Come and say hello.
Yeah. She
buy me a shot or two, please.
She made June Fest ko osti like Twitter story man. Miyadi was there. June Fest like.
June Fest is using my face left, right, and center without paying me anything or mentioning Sinerji, man.
See, the fact that you paid the ticket.
Yeah.
And you went there and they're using your face as to advertise. Come on. Come on, June Fest. Let's do something better.
You guys need to go onto that post, June Fest post, and be like, tag Sinerji Studio. And be like, oh, Sinerji Studios girls are here. Like, just mention it to them.
But yeah, if you see me in June Fest, please do take pictures and take videos of her drunk shenanigans.
Mate,
look out for the June Fest. The one
God.
Her boyfriend every year manages to make like a massive tower Picasso. It's just got it again, and then it it's every year. It's a tradition. So this time as well, I doubt it. Yeah. The US night is gonna be. I actually not gonna miss June Fest. Her boyfriend always manages to carry me after he's pissed drunk. How does it not break his back? I do not understand it. But yeah.
But anyway, if you guys take photos with me, then tag Sinerji Studio and tag Meisha as well, please.
Be like, haha, you missed out.
Missed out, yay. Oh, but anyway, I feel like
we need to get out. It's too hot in there.
Yeah, exactly. Hope you enjoyed our adulthood failing shenanigans and our stories.
I think it was failing one. I didn't want like a adulthood analyzing.
Yeah, yes. I mean, there's fair amount of fails. There's fair amounts of okay, we've got something right here type of. Okay. And I'm pretty sure our listeners are probably going through the same thing as well.
I hope you are proud of us as we are proud of ourselves. I'm I'm semi proud of how far we've come. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
yeah.
Not fully, but semi.
Oh my God.
Um,
Right, before we pass out,
Yeah.
let's get out of this room.
Alright. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye.